Come check out the Japanese exclusive Space Marine Heroes Series 1.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. Rob Baer with you again today, checking out these crazy cool, unique, exclusive Space Marine Heroes that they put out earlier in the year over in Japan. They came in a kind of like a blind box kind of format. There's some of the singles right there, but they all are contained inside of this Rhino. And it's really interesting kind of program that they came up with over in Japan to try to get the folks over there, you know, into the game and the hobby. And so they kind of did this. It's like a set of 12, well, 12 plus one, I guess. There was an exclusive Captain Marine that goes for about 60, 70 bucks right now, judging by eBay. And they put them out. I guess they went for about 700 yen, which, depending on which way the wind's blowing, you know, is anywhere between $6 and $7 for a single figure, which I would love to pay, right, for the Space Marine character models normally. But these are kind of more in line with the rank and file type dudes that you would get, except for they're kind of push fit. Now here you can kind of see the lineup vaguely with the two hidden or I guess secret figures. They're all apparently the same. The odds are the same. You get 12 miniatures times 2 in this booster box that's contained inside this Rhino that we're going to look at here in a second. But these are the individual packs that come in there, and the odds are all the same, but they don't show you what these two miniatures are. They're like chase minis that aren't really chase, I guess, kind of type deal. I don't know, very, very different, but maybe that's normal for over in Japan. I don't know how. I assume they did the research in this, you know, promotion really is geared towards something over there that they sell in a similar format. Now this is the easy to build. You can recognize the symbol right here. So these are all push fit type miniatures. Now we're kind of old school right here, so I print out a little sheet right here to show you in better detail all of the miniatures that are available in here. Remember, there is the captain with the power sword and a plasma pistol. He's kind of plain Jane, but he's not too bad looking, and that one is the exclusive that you can pick up at the store, I guess. And he goes for about, I think it was like 3,000 yen, so roughly 20, 30 bucks, give or take. So kind of on par with what we would expect to pay from a normal clan pack Space Marine. These guys, like I said, are kind of the troopers. So in essence, money-wise, if you purchase them there, they are, I guess, more expensive, right? Or no, I guess like right on the queue, because Tactical Squad of Space Marines, no, it's like $44. But they're not as detailed. These guys have crazy cool poses, all sorts of little, you know, pouches, rifles with like, you know, the straps and everything on it. Everything is done up a little bit more. So I guess you're paying a little bit more for the kind of uniqueness of the promotion kind of type deal. And here in America, we can't even get them. We gotta get them off eBay. They go, you know, 15, 20 bucks for these bad boys. Now here's one. This has already been open. So it's got this little sticker seal right here to kind of signify that it hasn't been open. And this has been open. It's just going to come out in a similar format that you would expect to see from the easy to build kind of type deal. It's going to come with a little commercial thing where the stores are, I think, in Japan. I can't read that, but I'm going to assume that's what that is. And a collector's card here that kind of gives some stats for, I don't know, a game that doesn't exist. I guess let's zoom in on that a little bit, because that doesn't really have much to do with 8th edition, unfortunately. So I don't know if that is some sort of maybe in-store game or something they play over there. But again, it's just like a little collector card or something like that. And can't read that writing. Here's the instructions on how to put them together. Again, the push fit. I like how they kind of shade the instructions right here. That's really neat to see. And there's the captain that is the limited edition. You can probably look him up on the internet to see the actual picture of him. It goes for a lot. I'm not sure if he's worth it. And then better color pictures of all the other miniatures once they're painted up by the heavy metal team right there. So here is just your blind, just your normal sprue. Copyright 2017. Great looking base. These aren't as customizable as you would think. They're exclusive and they're neat. It's kind of like, hey, I got this thing from Japan and it's a Space Marine, right? So that's cool in that regard, but not a lot of ability to customize it. Each one does come with a helmeted head and a Baer head, but that's kind of where the I guess, conversion potential ends because a lot of the legs are attached to terrain features, or the shoulder pads are already attached to the arm structure or the torso structure. So this is that computer slice kind of type deal that we've seen for clan pack and exclusive and limited and happy birthday runs and all that stuff out there that Games Workshop likes to do for promotion. So overall, I think they're extremely well detailed for a normal Space Marine. They're easy to put together, which I'm about to show you here in a second because I have one out and we're going to compare it up to a normal size Space Marine and a Primaris Marine. It does say on the box that these are made in the UK by Max Factory and all that stuff there. I can't read the rest of it, obviously. Maybe somebody could drop kind of what some of the stuff is saying in the comments there. But I think it's a cool idea to, as a promotion tool. I'd love to see stuff like this because we always like to crack out here in America on buying like booster packs and all sorts of craziness there. And here's the booster box. So let's open this bad boy up. I have no idea what to expect. If the lid just comes off, if it's like a pop retail kind of format, like I don't know. I think each one is individually sealed using that little sticker on the box kind of system. It seems a lot cheaper than doing individual shrink wrap when all you have to do is just kind of shrink wrap this box, and theoretically you have a sealed case with the odds there. So how does this work? Okay, so this flips up. That's what I would expect. Does it fold for a retail? No, it doesn't. Oh, okay, so this completely comes off. That would make some neat little terrain, wouldn't it? That would be cool to see. So yeah, all right. Well, that was incredibly simple. I would have expected something a little bit different, maybe? I don't know. I guess that all folds down the front. So it doesn't have like a retail backer. I suppose space in Japan is probably at a premium, so storing these as easily as possible and conveniently out of the way of things, but yet in a way that they entice people would be a good idea. And it looks like on the inside there's the pictures or the artwork of all 10 of these guys. It's a pretty unique design. I kind of like this. I might keep the little rhino. We're gonna do some giveaways and probably send some of this stuff out to some of our Patreon supporters just for funsies, because it's just a neat little thing that we get stuff like this in from time to time and can have a little fun with it. So I'm not gonna open any of that because I just showed you basically how one works and how it opens. But suffice to say, there is 2 of each of the 10 miniatures in here for the 12 set, and then the +1 set is the captain if you do manage to pick him up as well. And just how easy are these push fits to put together? Well, we're about to find out together, because literally all I did was clip this little guy off the sprue using clippers, no other tools, no glue, no nothing, just clipped him right off. And now we're gonna go in and see if my fat fingers can put this guy together without completely destroying him. I was kind of thrown off by those super wide arm sockets right there, but I think for the most part this should be pretty easy. Oh, this is the guy with the knife. He's kind of, I like his dynamic pose. He reminds me of a Space Wolf or something, like kind of running. We'll give him a Space Marine helmet. There is 2 different varieties, of course, like I said. Wow, this was way easier than I thought. This will get a lot of people into this hobby over in Japan, I imagine. This was super simple. Holy cow, this was easy. Gosh, I wish all the normal Marines, I wish putting Marines together was this easy. Oh, and that's his foot right there. His foot's actually part of the base. Oh, wow. It literally doesn't get any easier than that right there, folks. I mean, it's actually together. There's really good tolerances here. Yeah, there's no gaps, there's no craziness. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna paint this up and be a hobbyist, in the regard that we understand and our standards here in America, I suppose. I can't speak to Japan because I've never been there. I'm sure it's a great place. But you would definitely want to trim down all the flash and everything here. But other than that, there is no difference in detail to what we would expect here in America out of our multi-part kit. And this was 100 billion, check my math on that, times easier to put together there. And I got an extra head. Hey, look at that. What's up, dude? Now, how does he compare to other size miniatures? Well, let's see. So we've got, let's zoom in a little bit here. We've got a normal Space Marine Devastator with a heavy grav and grav amp. So he looks to be, I don't know, looks to be a little taller. I suppose this guy might be, you know, kind of crouched down because he's shooting. This guy's lunging forward. So I don't know, maybe a little bit more heroic, kind of on the heroic scale of the side than the 28mm scale of the side. And then this is a Primaris Marine, which, yep, still is definitely bigger all day, every day right there. So I think that kind of makes sense. So I'm really stoked. This is a really cool little miniature. And like I said, there's 10 of these guys. So you could kind of, you know, if you were so inclined to try a look at one of these blind boxes off eBay, or if you know somebody that can get them for you over in Japan or Okinawa, I suppose, then you can pick them up and kind of splash them throughout your army, and I'm sure they would go in there just fine. Really neat little promotion. I'm really digging this. Thanks for checking out this video, everybody. And if you speaking of videos, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel here, and of course mash that notifications button so you can be the very first to like and comment on these videos as well.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.